Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is Chronically Disney. So today is day 15 of Vlogmas, and today is the day I'm coming home from Walt Disney World. So I thought I would tell you 5 of my favorite rides at Disney World. Now when you see this video, I may have some different answers because I'm recording this before our trip. And right now, while I'm recording, I haven't ridden a few things that I really want to ride that we will be riding on our trip, such as Splash Mountain and Frozen Ever After. So, I may have different answers when I get back, but I wanted to go on and share some of my current favorite rides at Walt Disney World. So, number 1 has to be Soarin'. I absolutely love this ride. It feels like you're hang gliding, like you go up on this, you like sit in rows, but then the rows go up and there's this huge massive screen and it's literally like you're hang gliding over the world. I personally liked the original version better, which was Soarin' over California. I loved going over the orange groves where you smell the oranges, but they changed it so now it's Soarin' around the world, which is still absolutely amazing. It's still my favorite ride, and everyone should ride this ride. It's so good. So if you haven't ridden Soarin', it's at Epcot in the Land Pavilion. Next up is Toy Story Midway Mania. Say that 5 times fast. This ride is at Hollywood Studios in the Toy Story Land, and it is so much fun. It's an interactive game. It's kind of like the games you would find at like a state fair, so like ring toss or throwing a ball or something like that. So you're in this little car. There's 2 people on each bench seat, and there's 2 that are like back to back because the ride spins. So you have this little gun that like you pull the string and then you go through, and it's 3D, and you go through and you're like playing all these games and you're trying to beat the other person's score. So I absolutely love this game. We rode it twice on our last trip in August, like twice in a row, and it was so much fun. We were just like So I'm hoping I can beat my score, which I think I was at the beaver level. Like they have different animals or toys to show your level. So I haven't gone over the beaver level. I'm trying to beat that. Okay, so this one it's definitely one of my all-time favorites, but it's also one of my like nostalgic favorites. So it's Carousel of Progress, which is at Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. And I love the song they sing. It's a 20-minute ride. Like it's kind of ride / show because you're sitting in like a auditorium, but it moves around. So it's 20 minutes long, and you go to different scenes, and in each scene it's like basically walking you through the 20th century. So it starts out in the early 1900s and then it goes to the future, which is now the past. Which I think is supposed to be like the 80s maybe in the last scene, because this was made in the 60s for the World's Fair. It's one of the last things that Walt Disney worked on. So that's one of the reasons that I love it so much, because Walt worked on it. I love anything that he actually had a hand in. And of course, my husband likes to ride this ride to take a nap. But whatever. Okay, number 4 is another one from Epcot. It's called Living with the Land, I believe. I can't remember. But it's a boat ride, and you get to go through, it's kind of like behind the scenes. So you get to go through like their greenhouses, but they show you all the things they grow, and it's food that they actually grow for their restaurant in the Land Pavilion. But they have hydroponics, which is growing food from water. So there's like no soil and stuff. It's really neat. I haven't ridden this ride in several years because it's not one of everyone's favorites It's kind of a slower ride and not as popular, but I love it because I love learning things. So I'm hoping that we can ride it this trip. And then number 5 is a ride that's not there anymore, which I honestly have a lot of favorites that aren't there anymore, like the Great Movie Ride and the Backstage Tour, and I don't know, there's several things that aren't there anymore that I could just go on and on about, but I won't. But this one is technically still there, but it's different. So what I'm talking about is the Maelstrom ride, which is a boat ride in Epcot in the Norway Pavilion. And when it was Maelstrom, it was like Viking themed. Now it's Frozen themed. And I haven't ridden it as the Frozen ride. Well, when I'm recording. When you see this, I will have ridden it. But I really like the Maelstrom ride because I love all the detail that they put into it with all the Viking things. Like the boats look like a Viking boat and everything. And there's a couple of dips and then you go backwards, and it's a really fun ride. So I'm excited to see it as the Frozen ride. So those are just my top 5 favorite rides right now. Check back with me in a day or so and see what I say. But I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up, and of course hit the subscribe button down below to see more fun Disney content, and the bell icon to get a notification every time I post a new video. Thanks so much and have a magical day. Bye!